Good day. God bless. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been really busy with trying to work out and get in shape, and I had to heal for a few days because I got some pretty severe sunburns, and as you know, it's healing up now, but my face is a little red, has some bumps because I going and working out and getting in shape ever since I have been giving up on Pepsis and things like that. Pretty much, got sunburned, and then I got blisters on my feet, and so I've been taking a little time to rest and heal up because I've been trying to get back in shape for the last couple of weeks, and it has not been easy, but I'm doing really well, by the way. Sorry about that, my sinuses are kind of acting up, but yeah, that's why I haven't made a video in a while. And I get so tired after working out and walking around that... Oh, excuse me. I know that's not really good to do on a video, but my nose is runny, so I can't really control that. But anyways, yep. As you can see, I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. That's why I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm doing really well. I haven't gone back to my addiction, I feel a lot better. I'm drinking a lot of water and tea, and I'm doing really well. I don't believe soda is much of a problem anymore. It's like, even when I'm around it, I even tested myself. I went out to restaurants, and I was able to order something other than a Pepsi. I'd order a lemonade or a tea, and I think I'm pretty much over my addiction because, I feel like I'm in control. It's like when I go out, it's not, I'm able to not just grab a soda, and I'm really proud of myself. I managed to break my addiction, and of course I give all credit to God because, like I said, Pepsi was a very heavy addiction, so it took a lot of prayer as well. It takes a lot to quit a serious addiction, but I feel a lot better. Except that I kind of went outside to work out, and it's been really hot outside, so I got myself sunburned, and I got some blisters I had to heal from, but you know what? It's been worth it. I just think I just need to be a little more careful so I don't get blistered and sunburned or completely exhaust myself and make myself sick from doing too much work. I mean, working out is great, but if you do it too much, then you kind of run the risk of getting sick, and like my runny nose and my sinuses. I think I pushed myself a little too hard, but I was told that do everything in moderation, so I think I will try to do my workouts in a more reasonable way. Do some workouts where I can do them inside the house instead of just being out in the hot sun, so I don't, risk getting burnt up and blistered again. And I'm just really motivated, but sometimes my motivation, it could turn into some obsession or something like that. I don't want to become obsessed to the point where I do get hurt or I become anorexic or something like that. I don't want to push myself too hard because my mind is a very passionate mind. I just want to get in shape and, lose a reasonable amount of weight and, stay away from my bad habits and being depressed. And that's why I like going out and exercising, because it deals with my depression, and I haven't felt depressed ever since I've been doing this. And sorry, I mean, I've had my moments where I felt a little down, like, why am I doing this? What if I'm not able to achieve what I want to achieve? But I quickly pushed that to the back of my mind, the doubt. It's like, no, I'm not going to let doubt stop me anymore, and then I push myself harder. But other than that, I'm doing really well. I can wake up in the morning, grab a glass of water. I can just... I'm not even having those horrible cravings anymore. I took about 3 weeks, but I'm finally in control. And with it being so hot anyways, I don't even really crave soda that much. I'd rather have water or tea or lemonade. And sorry, I keep rubbing my eye and blowing my nose. Like I said, my sinuses are acting up, and and sinuses are a part of my life. It's something I can't get away from. But anyways, I just want y'all to know that I feel a lot more in control of my life ever since getting rid of the addiction, to Cokes and Pepsis, and I feel better, and I'm so confident that, even if I was to have a drink of soda, I probably wouldn't even go back to my old ways, but I probably should be careful about that, so I'm still gonna be very careful, and, because like I said, I think maybe once in a great while I would enjoy a soda pop, but it's not going to be an everyday thing anymore. But I think I should be careful because it's only been 3 weeks, so people say that you can go back to your addiction really quick if you're not careful. And that's true, so I'm still keeping a strict hold on myself. Like, I don't really think I want to have anything to do with soda pop right now, even if it's in moderation, because, like I said, because I was addicted to it, I just want to make sure that, 100% that that part of my mind is no longer going to be activated. If I have one drink of soda pop, my mind's not going to just explode and then go right back to my old ways, or I'm having 3 or 4 of them a day. So, I probably should test myself, Of course, make sure I'm with someone, a friend that can supervise me, have them sit there and see if I can handle one drink of Pepsi and see what that does to my brain. Like I said, I like to enjoy food and I like to enjoy good drinks. I just don't want it to become where it makes me unhealthy anymore, like I did with the soda pop. When I got really depressed and I was drinking like half of a... Sorry I'm scratching. Like I said, I'm healing from a sunburn. I got it all over my body. So my skin is healing and flaking off from the old sunburn. And I was burnt to a crisp. I mean, if I would have done a video just a few days ago, I would have looked like a lobster to you all. But yeah, this is the big lesson I've learned from this whole experience with quitting Pepsis and cutting back on junk food and, just making myself go by a strict schedule. And I learned that you gotta do everything in moderation. I'm not saying it's bad to enjoy a soda pop once in a great while. They're not good for you. So a soda pop should be treated like an ice cream or a treat. You shouldn't eat it every day or consume it every day, but you can enjoy it. And I learned that you just gotta do everything in moderation. Don't go overboard. Even with a healthy thing, like when you exercise, try to do it in a safe way. Don't do it to where you're getting blisters and you're burning up in the hot sun. Make sure you wear your sunscreen. And I guess doing an hour of exercise a day is average. I was kind of pushing myself. I was doing 2 hours, and I think I was getting a little overboard. And a few days ago, I felt kind of sick, and I was all burnt up and blistered, and I was really not feeling well because I pushed myself really hard. So even for something healthy, do everything in moderation, because you have to be careful, because our bodies can only take so much, and that's what I learned from this whole experience, and I'm glad because now I feel a lot better, and I learned my lesson. I'm much more mature, and I feel like, with moderating everything in my life, healthy and even the unhealthy stuff, I'm going to be a lot better off, and not let myself go to depression, because depression is what causes me to indulge in more junk food and more soda. If I find myself going into depression, make sure I find something to do to keep my mind busy. And that's pretty much the lesson I take from this whole situation. So just do everything in a reasonable manner. Be reasonable with everything you do, because too much of anything can be bad for you. I learned that the hard way, but too much of anything can be potentially harmful, but that's the whole moral of the situation. Do everything in a reasonable manner. It's all about moderation. And I just want to come on here and say that, and I hope you all are doing well, and God bless, and I'm doing better, and I even look better. My face looks better. Other than maybe the bumps from the sunburn, maybe you can see some of the burns on my face and my neck, but other than that, I feel pretty good, and other than these darn sniffling sinuses, I'm sorry about that. I don't try to do a YouTube video when I'm like this, but I haven't done one in a while, so I figured I should report on how I'm doing with my journey with quitting Pepsis and all that. So I'm doing really well, and I'm feeling a million times better, and I just want you all to know that, just remember, do everything in moderation, not too much. And even if you find yourself wanting to have one soda once in a great while, or an ice cream, or a bag of chips, like a small bag of chips, of course, is okay a little bit once in a while, but an everyday thing, that becomes an addiction. So if you learn to do everything in moderation, then it becomes a lot easier, and you won't become addicted. But if you are quitting an addiction, I would advise for you to stay away from those things for a good while when it comes to junk food and soda pop. It's very addicting. So just make sure that you are 100% sure that you can do it, you can handle it in moderation before you even take another sip of soda or eat another chip, because if you're not ready, then you'll go straight back to your old ways. It's happened to me before. That's why I failed with this in the past. I only quit like Pepsi's for a week, and a week is not enough. People tell me that it has to be at least a month to 2 months to completely get the stuff out of your system, and it's true. A week was not enough. I went straight back to my old ways, so just remember, folks, everything in moderation.